There is very few people on the internet who has as cringe takes as science fiction author John Scalzi. He likes to virtue signal to the LGBTQIA+, and we know what the plus stands for, brigade over on Blue Sky quite often, and naturally he didn't want to let a Pride Month go to waste to let you know how virtuous he was. So please clap, everybody. Yes, please clap. As we look at what John Scalzi did to close out this Pride Month here, as everybody else was kind of walking away from this year as they saw that it's just painful and it's evil. Honestly, Pride Month, the whole concept of it is celebrating pride. Pride is a sin. It's a deadly sin. And then, of course, trying to make people more prideful is a bad thing. And, of course, John Scalzi wants that. He's all about the pride, always has been. And this is what he's going to be doing at this point is making sure that the signals of God's promises to mankind are now something to, of course, just push with this agenda. And that's always been their point, guys. It's always about taking immorality and pretending it's morality. It's about taking crazy and pretending it's sane. They want to gaslight all of civilization into just shutting down. And this is what's happening. And these willing accomplices like John Scalzi, who are trying to build their whole cloud systems off of this, are just awful and disgusting. Now, John Scalzi, of course, his writing output has turned into crap over the years as he's been doing this stuff too. Old Man's War was such a great space opera back in the day. It's so sad where he's gone in this direction. I don't know if you read his Collapsing Empire series, but it devolved into these weird lesbian fetish things. Of course, you have to put that into these books these days if you want to get a contract with Tor. And so he's been all about this for a lot of years, and this is what he's doing today. So let's hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here, my friends. Leave a comment down below. Do you like John Scalzi's work at all? What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? Let me know, guys. I want to hear from you, and I want to see. Like I said, I liked Old Man's War quite a bit. I wrote The Stars Entwined. I think this is an excellent space opera you'll enjoy as an alternative. I have a trilogy here that starts with this beautiful book right here. So if you want just fun stuff like they used to make in the 80s and 90s, like classic Baen books used to do, just a big sweeping space opera with a lot of cool personal touches to it, start here. This is good stuff, and it builds into a beautiful trilogy. And over the whole book series, it really pays off. So grab this. It's in the description below. Try not to spoil too much. I never do. And I'm also building some out of this world. My new series, Valiant Frontiers, will be coming out of this, and I hope you'll like it and check it out. Thanks for being here, guys, and supporting the books. That's in the description below. And it's first of the month. If you got audio credits, it is available on audiobook as well. So thanks for the support, my friends. All right. So this is what he's doing for Pride Month. He started yesterday. As Pride Month comes to its annual conclusion, I've gone ahead and made some supplementary donations to translifeline.org and the Transgender Law Center. Now is certainly a time for that. It isn't. Because now is certainly the time for that, isn't it? Oh, isn't it? Okay, sorry. Isn't it? It isn't. The world, and my personal world, is better for the trans folk who are in it. Simple as that. Please clap, everybody. There you go. So naturally, because all these people are just a bunch of narcissistic weirdos, this dude who's pretending to be a woman has to kind of make it about himself. I think this is an excellent idea and hope many people follow your lead, hence the retweet. But I found that I want to learn to start talking about the fight against violent dehumanization with no regard for whether people are being targeted to make our lives better or sit on the couch eating ramen. And this is, what? How dare you say that we make your lives better and that's why you're helping us? Okay. And of course, the virtue back. Oh, sure. To be clear, trans folk don't need to make my or anyone else's world better in order to be afforded the same human rights and dignity that everyone should be afforded. It's not a means test. You're supposed to have rights as a baseline. That my world is better with them in it is a bonus. Oh, how joyful. So painful to read this stuff right here. And it's all just virtue after virtue. You have to be more virtuous. It's never enough. And that's what the SJW way is. And that's why Blue Sky is such a disaster. This is all that's on here is these people just trying to one-up each other over and over and over again. It's painful. There's no content on here that's really worth seeing. And so that's why I cover it for you, so you don't have to see it. My gosh, it's crazy. But let's not end there. He has to make one more Pride Month sort of deal. Oh, and a rainbow on the last day of Pride Month even. Take one's good signs where I may, I say. So, yes, he's taking the rainbow, which is, of course, a co-opted sort of deal. because the rainbow is a very biblical concept, and they added this into their whole like little like lifestyle crap intentionally, because like I said, this is all about them wanting to tell you that their morality or immorality is actually morality when it's not. And we know what the rainbow actually stands for, and it needs to be taken back, because this is such a ridiculous thing that it was allowed to become this like symbol for this quote movement, because it's very much not. This is something where actually God flooded the world because of immorality, because of what they were doing, because they were all being so immoral and all acting like that. And so God's like, screw this, we're gonna just like wipe all this out, and I'll just save like the one faithful dude in his family, right? And so that's really where the rainbow all comes from. And the rainbow then is a promise to never flood the world again in that example. So here's what it says in Genesis 9:13 through 16. I have set my rainbow in the clouds. It will be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I bring the clouds over the earth and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all living creatures of every kind. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life. Whenever rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember an everlasting covenant between God and all living creatures of earth, of any kind of earth. And so that's what it's about. And so of course, John Scalzi adding this and making it a Pride Month kind of thing is just a mockery of God's covenant. And this is exactly what it is. Their entire movement celebrating Pride is a mockery of morality, right? And so that's all they have, is this just mockery of life. And it is death. It's evil, and it's something that, of course, you expect from John Scalzi, but my gosh, insufferable on the last day of Pride Month. At least it's finally over till next year. So John will have to find another cause here to talk about for the next 30 days. What's July? I'm sure there's always a month for something these days, or a day of awareness for something, right? It's always something, and I just wanted to all stop. We just can't have good science fiction anymore, because these are the people who are the gatekeepers of science fiction. They're busy. They're busy just thinking about Transgender Law Center, right? And showing this kind of stuff and showing their little blue sky virtue all day long, that they're not busy. They're not really, talking about strange new worlds anymore. They're talking about strange new genders. And that's exactly why we have an alternative here, my friends. So please check things out. The Stars Entwined is a great spot to start within my universe. I've also got a great newsletter in the description below, which I'd love for you to sign up for. Stay in touch with me as we're working to, of course, change science fiction and fantasy and the culture surrounding it for the better. Really appreciate everybody being here and supporting us over the last year. It's been amazing. Thanks for helping us grow and build against what Tor Books and John Scalzi are doing, because these guys have just pushed way, way too far, and it's time we do something different. Leave a comment down below. Are you reading any? Have you seen John Scalzi's new book, like the moon is made of cheese or whatever it is? I mean, my God, it's ridiculous. I mean, these people like are turning their jokes into books, because I guess they can't do anything else at this point. How the mighty have fallen. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Grab this in the description below. Get it on Audible if you read that way. Appreciate you being here. We'll be back soon. And have a great 4th of July. That's what we should be celebrating, right?